It's been a while, folks, but it's finally here. So grab your popcorn, grab your nachos, grab your soda, grab your beer, grab whatever you want, sit back and relax because Awful Games is back with a vengeance! So we begin with quite possibly the worst fighting game ever created. Yes, folks, even worse than Mortal Kombat Advance. And that game is Pit Fighter for the Super Nintendo. I was around 5 or 6 years old when I played the game, and it was a while before Mortal Kombat came out. I liked it at the time, but playing it now, it's fucking terrible. Actually, I think fucking terrible is way too generous for this game. Anyway, let's start. By the way, you know how in most games you get a cool or at least a half decent title screen or intro? Well, take a look at this title screen. Best title screen ever! Yeah, right. So after that spectacular intro, you get to choose between 3 of the most generic looking characters ever thought of. We got a guy who just got rejected from American Gladiators, Jean-Claude Van Damme's retarded brother, separated at birth, and finally, Charlie Sheen on steroids. You know, I like Charlie Sheen, so I'm gonna pick him. And that was just the appetizer, folks. Here's the main course. Did you see that shit? I bow, and he just comes charging at my ass. Now, the only good thing I have to say about this game is the graphics. I mean, it's cool that it uses realistic digitized actors, but that's like putting sugar on a pile of shit. I mean, look at the way they move. It looked like they both started a fight just as soon as they were in the middle of taking a shit in the bathroom. It's like as soon as their shit was about to come out of their ass, they were immediately called to start the fight, and they had no choice but to walk with their mohon up their ass. It's just pitiful. And look, I already died. By the way, you just gotta love that game over screen. Anyway, I'm gonna pick this asshole. Whoa, you don't need to show your foot. I mean, you could have fungus or something. And the controls make absolutely no sense. You'd think they'd make it so that it would play something like Street Fighter or Fatal Fury, but no. You don't do any combos or special moves. All you do is those boring regular punches and kicks, and the punches and kicks are so random, you're pretty much button mashing. And believe me, button mashing is the worst thing to happen in a video game, especially fighting games. Trust me, that's something you don't want to do. To make matters worse, the AI is ridiculously cheap as well. As soon as the match starts, your opponent goes straight to pummeling your ass without any hesitation. You get hit once, good luck trying to survive because he's gonna beat you until you start crying like a bitch. And look, I already died again! Shitty game over screen. The only time I ever had any luck winning the first fight is with Buzz Lightyear over here. And by winning with him, all I did was hold right and the D-pad and kept tapping the A button repeatedly. With that button alone, he did different moves like punch, kick, double axe handle, etc. With one button! But even if you win a fight, the next opponent will always have more energy. And guess what? Are you ready for this? You ready? Your health never recovers between fights! In a fighting game! So let me get this straight. This game has controls more crippled than a handicap, AI cheaper than a bag of chips in a 99-cent store, and this game doesn't even let you heal after winning? And the worst part about this, you earn money every time you win. You know, they could put some good use to that cash and be able to buy something that helps you heal, but no. They don't even give you the benefit of the doubt. What kind of fighting game is this? Not even the old fighting games on the NES did this. Hell, not even Street Fighter 1. That doesn't even make sense in a real fight. Once you win a fight, you're tired as fuck and you probably got a couple of bruises. As a result, you get time to recover. How would you like it if real fights were like, You win! Next fight! Okay, sir, but let me rest for a bit so I can regain. No, no, no! Next fight! Come on, man. Next fight! No, 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 no! Next fight, next fight, next fight! See how fucked up that is? I usually don't like to do this in reviews, but I'll make this an exception. I'll use Game Genie. Now, there isn't a code where you can get infinite energy, but there is something close to that. The code I'm using gives me a lot more energy. Not what I wanted, but it works. Sort of. So your first opponent is Carl Winslow in a burglar mask, and your next opponent is one of the members of the Village People who apparently has a lot more energy than the previous guy, and a big reason why I could never beat the second guy. After that, you fight your doppelganger in a bonus round and beat him as soon as all 3 SpaghettiOs are crossed out. Good thing you don't have to win this. By the way, have you noticed there's only one song in the entire fucking game? And it only plays during fights. Oh shit, it's Bane! You know, from Batman! What the fuck did he just say? Justice? Mustard? Fuck you? You know what, I'm gonna go with that last one, cause he seems to hate me. So my next opponent is some brunette broad. She seems pretty easy to beat if you do what I said earlier. And my next opponent is... What the fuck? I fight the second guy again? And he has more energy than before? You know what? Fuck this game. I'm not gonna even show you the rest of the fight. Besides, I get my ass handed to me in the end. So now you've seen everything you need to see, and you will agree with what I said in the beginning. This is the worst fighting game ever created. You know, I've played fighting games all my life, and I know for damn sure that this game deserves its spot. I give Pit Fighter for the Super Nintendo shit green. Now, I've never played the original arcade version, but I've heard some pretty positive feedback about it. If I ever get the chance to play it, I'll probably do a follow-up to this review. If I ever feel like it. But regardless, Pit Fighter is the worst fighting game ever created, and there's no excuse.
It's official. You suck.